WandaVision, what? WandaVision, WandaVision, what? WandaVision, help me, Wanda, yeah. Get her out of my head.
What was that?
Because Vision is now realizing about Wanda being, like, in control and stuff. So he said, get out of her head!
Okay, that was definitely a...
I was trying to be creepy.
Choice that was made. Hi, I'm Dave. This is my lovely fiancée, Jess, and we are here to talk about episode 5 of WandaVision.
WandaVision, what? WandaVision.
You already did your song.
I know. Okay. I want to get it stuck in everybody's head.
You want to hold our viewers hostage the same way that Wanda seems to be holding the citizens of Westview hostage.
Yeah. Why the hell not?
Okay, fair enough. So, wow. Lot going on in this one. So we'll talk about the episode itself and then kind of what the bigger implications overall.
I'm going to talk about the sitcom.
Okay, so I know we had a little bit of a debate with some friends about which 80s sitcom they were trying to do.
It's definitely... No, not like the whole episode.
But the intro.
Just the theme song was Full House. Because, especially that end part where they're sitting in front of the house, that is exactly the same thing they do at the end of the intro of the Full House song.
I think what we learned was that basically every late 80s sitcom had the exact same type opening.
Basically.
And this was sort of an amalgamation of all of them. I will say, seeing Baby Vision is my favorite thing I've seen maybe ever from Marvel.
Yeah.
The little baby picture of Vision.
It's cute.
Move over, Baby Yoda. There is a new cute synthezoid in town.
Baby Yoda is still number 1.
Did you see Baby Vision?
I mean,
Did you see it?
It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. But come on, Yoda.
Okay, fine.
Grogu. Grogu, baby.
Okay.
Baby.
So, another sitcom, another decade. I liked... They didn't lean as heavily into the decade this time as they did with the others because there's just so much else going on.
Yeah.
But I will say, I know last week I said that it was my least favorite episode. I still said, I'm glad they answered some things, but I liked this one's approach better where you can have your A plot in the sitcom world and your B plot in the outside, outside the perimeter.
It was a little bit of a mix of both, which I was fine with that.
I liked that balance, and I really hope we get that going forward, Because don't get me wrong, I loved seeing, the kids sort of age in minutes. Which
that was crazy.
It feels that way, though, doesn't it?
Sometimes.
It really does.
Like, in a month, our daughter is going to be 2.
And it feels like she was just born, 5 minutes ago.
Basically. Well... Maybe not 5 minutes
in sitcom time. But no, I really liked that. I liked that, kind of starting with the last time we saw them in the 70s, Vision is starting to get suspicious.
Yeah. And now he by the end of this episode, he definitely knows something's going on.
Yeah, because when he got Norm out of the
he was like,
out of the trance. That's exactly what he did. Am I the only one? That scene reminded me so much of that part in Get Out.
Yeah,
where the one guy
with the camera.
He does the camera fly, and for a split second, the real guy comes in, and he's like, "Get out! Get out!
Get out!"
I called that the Get Out scene, and it was legitimately terrifying. Not because it's horrible what he's going through, but just the fact that you have so. I mean, what's the population of that town? A few thousand.
Yeah.
And all those people are essentially in the sunken place.
Yeah.
Because of Wanda.
Yeah. And she don't care.
Who we learn, for the first time, is completely aware of everything.
Mm-hmm. She comes out.
Before we had only seen... We'd seen her kind of skip around. We'd seen her rewind the sitcom. So for the first time, Wanda comes out of the bubble... And it's legitimately terrifying.
Yo, she is like red eye.
I mean, let's not forget she started out as a villain, and she could very easily...
No.
No, you don't like that theory?
No. Because it's like, then what's the point of her growing to be a superhero if she's just going to revert back to her roots?
That's a good point.
I want that. No.
To that, I would say Loki, where Loki he's a villain, he's an anti-hero, he's kind of both.
But that's always been Loki's identity. She's been kind of more on the superhero side for a while now.
Or another prevailing theory is that it is Mephisto behind it all. For those not familiar, he's sort of like this demonic devil character who could be pulling the strings. There's a lot of little subtle hints to him. Some people are saying that it's proof that it is Mephisto. Other people are saying it's just Marvel kind of giving us a red herring.
Maybe.
It could go either way, but I like that this was the first time that, number one, Vision confronts her about it. Let's not forget, Vision was the person who, he was willing to sacrifice himself.
And that fight they get into?
How cool would it be if anytime we had an argument, we levitated, and then you could get out of something by just rolling the credits and going to bed.
She does try to roll the credits.
You have tried that on me. Not the roll, but just like, I'm going to bed now. Talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah, I've done that once or twice. It's
not
a bad thing.
But Vision is... He's a person... Remember in Infinity War, he was willing to die. He was willing... He did not...
He was like, it's okay... You know.
Cap was the one who said to him, we don't trade lives. So Vision was willing to lay down his life, and I think it kind of horrifies him and leaves him with this extreme guilt that, like, oh, all these people are suffering partly because of me.
Yeah.
And that can't sit right with him.
Well, Wanda is, like, crazy and depressed and stuff.
I mean, she lost everything.
Twice.
You know, I think that the brief moment we get of her in Endgame, she's clearly broken down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even when the snap happened, she didn't even care.
No.
I think
at that point she was just like, whatever.
I think she actually wanted to be snapped away just because it was mercy.
Yeah.
But you know, I could see it with her becoming the next big villain. I know that she's in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I don't know what her role's going to be. I don't know if this show is going to lead into that. I hope it does. Speaking of what this show might lead into, we gotta talk about that ending.
Yeah, that was like, whoa.
So, for those who don't know, and spoiler warning, which if you made it this far, you're already spoiled anyway. So, when you first saw that, what did you think? When you know, her brother, Pietro, showed up.
And she was like, oh, I didn't do that. I was like, yes, you did.
Quicksilver. And Darcy's like, oh, she recast him.
Yeah.
With the better Quicksilver. Now, I say that I love both Evan Peters and Aaron Taylor Johnson. They're both in Kick-Ass. It's one of my favorite movies ever. And Aaron Taylor Johnson, great actor. Not the best Quicksilver. I mean, as much as I had issues with, you know, X-Men Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, Evan Peters is one of the best things in both of them. His scene in Apocalypse with Sweet Dreams Are Made of These, best scene in the whole movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
that part is really cool.
So if they want to have him be Quicksilver now in the MCU,
that'd be cool.
That's awesome. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean this is the moment we're crossing over with the X-Men. It could just be a meta joke. Yeah. Like, oh, she recast him. Wink, wink, get it? I could see them doing it as just like a one-off thing, because if it is what everyone thinks it is, then this series has just done the biggest thing the MCU has ever done.
Really?
Well, yeah, the moment you're gonna bring the X-Men in, I mean, this is something that Kevin Feige said they wouldn't do for a long time. Now, again, maybe that was him just trying to, you know, discourage suspicion.
Trick us.
I will say this. My favorite episode was still probably the third one, when the kids were born, but getting to the end of this one, I have never been more excited for the next one than I am right now.
Yeah.
Just to see
When is Friday coming?
What is that next scene gonna do? Yeah. So I think that about wraps up our review.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
What was that?
Someone at the door? Oh my god!
What?
Is someone crossing over from another cinematic universe over to our YouTube channel? I didn't think we had the budget for that.
What?
Let me go see who it is. Pietro?
DoorDash.
I forgot I ordered this. You're not from another universe, are you?
No.
Then get out. Told you didn't have the budget for other universes.
You had a budget for pizza, though.
Well,
that's pretty cool.
Who doesn't? So, that was WandaVision episode 5. We will be back next week to see what happens. As always, like, share, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. If you don't, then this is your only warning from Wanda. So,
watch
think about
out.
that. If you're a fan of horror, you can also check out our channel over at Halloween Year Round. And see you next week. We gotta go eat.
See ya.